every day, life is just trying to fuck you from so many different angles. If you're sagging, they're gagging. That's where I'm at. Bye-bye, fuckability. Yeah! Fuck. Everything's fine. The thoughts of death, I don't like to dwell on them for longer than like 10 or 15 hours a day, so...
Oh, Nikki Glazer. She has a new special coming up on this Saturday called Someday You'll Die, which is a cheery title for a comedy stand-up special.
But it's kind of in her wheelhouse.
Yeah.
I mean...
Well, sex and death are pretty much her things.
Yeah. That's her kink.
Yeah.
And there is no kink shaming here at TV10 Podcast. Let's get that out of the way.
Episode 0493.
That's right.
Of the pod. And... we are drinking something special here for Cinco de Mayo as we are recording live on the air.
That's right. We are having a little Bohemian Brewery's Cerveza.
Yep.
This is perfect for...
Tommy had to slog his way through a snowstorm to get here.
Yeah.
On Cinco de Mayo.
What the fuck happened? What happened to this weather?
I don't get it.
I don't either. I knew it was going to rain, and I'm like, fine, no big deal. Rain never hurt anybody. I step outside, and it is fucking an inch of snow outside of my doorstep.
Yep, so the Cerveza from Bohemian Brewery, one of our fine sponsors.
Yes, a great winter brew, as it were.
Sure, why not?
At this point, yeah, it might as well be.
Also, you should know we recorded on somebody else's podcast. We're not going to say what it is yet because I have no idea when it's coming out.
They haven't said anything to you?
They gave us no indication of when it would actually come out.
So we could be spiked?
They could be one of those kind of podcasts where they stockpile episodes.
And then they just
then release them at their own schedule.
And then they'll just go, oh yeah, we're having you guys. What?
Yeah.
I did that.
So it could come out this week. It could come out next month. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah. Just know it is going to be happening, and there was far more preparation than we ever do.
Yeah, they prepare for their podcast much more than we do.
Yeah, well, and they went fancy as fuck over it.
There were notes?
I know. We don't do notes.
No.
We just go, hey, you, sit down, speak into the microphone. What the fuck are you watching? Here's a drink.
That's pretty much the extent of it.
I mean, that is all the preparation anybody should ever have on a podcast.
All right. There's some, by the way, maybe we should mention it at the front of the program instead of the end, so maybe we'll get some more response out of it. Should you feel the need to reach out to us?
Yes.
Even if you don't feel the need to reach out to us, TV10 Podcast on Threads, Blue Sky, Instagram, Gmail, and good old Zitter.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're going, what's Zitter? That's X or Twitter.
Yeah. So many ways to reach out to us. You can also comment on these episodes wherever you listen to them. You can give us a rating if you want.
No. They need to give us a rating.
Smash those like buttons.
Yeah. That is all you have to do. Just give us the adulations we fucking deserve.
Yes.
As we slog our way towards 500 fucking episodes.
It's getting there, yeah.
Oh, it is going to be a slog.
Anyway, new stuff coming up this week on your TV box.
Oh, okay. What do you got?
On Wednesday, Let It Be, the Beatles. Their final concert on the rooftop in London.
Is this a documentary?
It originally came out in 1970.
Okay.
Just a couple of months after they broke up, actually. So it was kind of a bummer deal to go to the theater to watch the final Beatles concert if you were a fan.
Yeah.
So like, oh, man.
Which in our time right now, we're just going, eh.
But now it's been remastered by Peter Jackson, who did the Get Back special.
Yes.
And so apparently it looks and sounds better than it ever has. And the original director, Michael Lindsay Hogg, What was the name of Spinal Tap's manager? David Eaton Hogg, or
was it David?
Well, he was the record company president.
Oh, okay.
It sounds eerily similar to that name. Anyway, he says, it's not so much of a bummer now because first of all, it looks and sounds better than it ever has, and you can see these musicians at the top of their game, just having a blast.
All right.
And they weren't planning on breaking up at that moment, I don't think.
Wait a minute. I've seen this documentary before. What's the one with Metallica where they nearly broke up?
Some Kind of Monster?
That's the one.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that one to anybody.
Okay, so first of all, can I assume the reason why you say that is because too real, man?
It's
too real.
It's just them being a bunch of whiny bitches.
Well, Lars, yes, I expect, but everybody else?
Yeah, they're all being whiny bitches.
Huh?
Yeah, I know, right?
Metallica being whiny?
Yeah.
What are the odds?
Don't watch Some Kind of Monster. Also on, that is on Disney Plus.
Oh.
Also on Wednesday, a new series called Dark Matter, not to be confused with the sci-fi series of 2015.
Yeah.
This is a different one. This is on Apple TV Plus, starring Joel Edgerton as a Chicago physics professor who gets kidnapped and thrown into an alternate reality in a different version of his life.
Oh.
In reality number one, he's married to Jennifer Connelly.
Like you do.
In reality number two, he's married to Alice Braga. He did pretty well for himself in both realities.
Okay, so basically he's married to hot people.
Yes, no matter where he goes.
Okay, I feel like there's some problems right there.
Well, yeah. But basically he's trying to get back to his original reality, but I don't know, this one seems pretty good too.
Again, I'm seeing plot holes in this.
Yeah. Don't think too hard about it.
Okay, thank you.
Also, don't think too hard about Reginald the Vampire season 2 on Sci-Fi.
Reginald the Vampire?
I guess you never saw the first season.
No, should I have?
It's funny. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very funny. It's based on the Fat Vampire novel series.
Okay.
And it stars Jacob Batalon from Spider-Man: Far From Home and Homecoming, and his buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, so he plays a newly turned vampire. Mm-hmm. He doesn't really fit the usual mold of vampire.
Okay. So on a scale of 1 to Morbius, where does this
this is way better than Morbius.
Well, that goes without saying. Now, and obviously...
This is eons better than Morbius.
And that goes without saying that it's going to be better than Twilight series.
Yeah.
Now, what about this?
How much of the Twilight series did you ever watch?
0.
Okay, I saw about 2 minutes of one.
I'm sorry.
And I just said, how? Why is this a thing?
I know the answer before I ask. Does this involve Miss Rebecca Frost? And
I don't know if she's seen this.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of thought this was like a daddy-daughter sort of thing.
Reginald the Vampire?
No. The Twilight series.
Oh, fuck no.
Oh, okay.
No. I do recall one time Rebecca and Mrs. Frost were watching Twilight. I think it was the first one. Mm-hmm. And I saw about I walked in the room, saw about a couple minutes of it, and I got, Jesus fucking Christ, what is this shit?
And then you just went to play guitar in your other room.
Yeah, then I just went away.
You did the right thing.
I fucked off.
Okay, now this is the right question to ask. On a scale of 1 to What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, this is nothing can touch What We Do in the Shadows, but this is a very funny vampire series.
Okay. All right.
It's the second funniest thing on Sci-Fi anymore, right behind Resident Alien.
Oh, okay. And before anybody asks, what sci-fi? He means sci-fi. That's
sci-fi.
what we meant.
It's a cable channel. Mm-hmm. On Thursday.
Yes.
How about this? How about a story about it's a murder mystery involving a podcaster.
Okay. That's a hard pass already right there.
It's called Bodkin. It's a new series. It's set in Ireland. And an American podcaster teams up with an Irish researcher and a journalist to investigate the disappearance of several people in a small town called Bodkin over 20 years ago.
See,
the American podcaster is played by Will Forte. Does that make it any better?
This feels like the start of a joke. The only thing missing is a bar, and then you got me hooked.
Yeah, so this is from the production companies behind Mayor of Easttown, mm-hmm. and also the Obamas. Do you remember the Obamas? From America's Before Times?
Oh, yeah. I remember. I remember when it was when politics was boring.
Yeah.
I remember this.
Remember the tan suit? How the world was ending because Obama wore a tan suit?
And I also remember that he was very eloquent in his speech. But he is definitely no Donald Trump because I'm not a jackass. So
you didn't make that.
No, he is. My God, what is wrong with you, sir?
Yeah. Also on this is Thursday. That was Thursday on Netflix. This is also on Thursday on Netflix. A movie called Mother of the Bride. Starring Miranda Cosgrove and Brooke Shields.
What?
Brooke Shields is the mother of Miranda Cosgrove. She's come back from travels abroad to announce, like, I'm getting married and it's going to be next month. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's going to be in Thailand. Yep. And turns out the man she met is the son of the man that broke Brooke Shields' heart years and years and years ago.
Oh.
Played by Benjamin Bratt. Now in the what should be known as the requisite Benjamin Bratt role, as in a good-looking older dude who comes in and fucks your mom.
So basically, he's a swarthy chalupa.
Swarthy Chalupa. Yeah, please write that down.
That's it.
I don't know. Do you watch Loot on Apple TV Plus? Maya Rudolph.
I'm getting around to it.
Okay, Benjamin Bratt appeared in one of the most recent episodes as Benjamin Bratt.
Of course he did,
and he fucked Maya Rudolph.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why this is a shock to anybody else. Yeah. Why is it? Why are you saying that? Like I should be shocked to hear this?
No. But I'd swear to God, this Mother of the Bride movie looks like it was assembled by AI using Netflix algorithms for women of a certain age.
Yeah, it does feel that way.
But it's probably going to be at least somewhat entertaining. Also on Thursday on the Hulu, Dr. White, are you listening?
Oh, Dr. White, this is your alert here.
This is from him. I first heard this term, Black Twitter.
Oh, okay.
It's a documentary series called Black Twitter: A People's History, and it's a bunch of people looking back on when Twitter was the golden age, also the black age. And
then white people fucked it up.
W. Kamau Bell is involved.
Yes.
Well, he's one of the people interviewed.
Okay, you have me right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's on Thursday on the Hulu. On Friday, we got a new Doctor Who.
Oh, that's right. That's going to be, the series is actually beginning now.
Yeah. Well, I'm still calling it season 14. Disney Plus wants to call it season 1. I say, no, we're not doing this again.
Oh, they're doing that shit.
We're not starting over again.
Nope. This is season 14. Fuck off. Stop ruining this.
Yeah, so the new Doctor is Nkutu Gatwa. I'm sure I ruined that.
Yes, you did. He's
from Sex Education, the Netflix series. And he's very charismatic, very funny. I saw him on, I think it was on Seth Meyers last week.
Yeah, he was also in Masters of the Air, albeit briefly.
Okay.
But I'm not surprised because white people.
Yeah.
So
also, besides the new Doctor, we also have a new companion, played by Millie Gibson. She's very British. She's from the series Coronation Street, so we probably wouldn't recognize her in America.
No.
And so it's on Disney Plus, and it's even more globaler than ever.
Yay! And I wait a minute. What does that sound I'm hearing outside of the TV10 studios? Hang on. Let me position my microphone. What do you mean the Doctor is black? Why? What are we talking? This ain't my Doctor Who.
First we had a woman doctor, and now we got a black doctor. They're shoving this down our throat. Go woke, go broke.
Jeez, that's strange how they're just picketing right outside of our studios.
I know. How did they find us?
And not on us for a change.
Yeah.
That's a nice feeling.
Also dropping on Friday, streaming on Max, The Iron Claw.
Oh.
Maybe now some people will see this and realize how much better than Dune Part 2 it is.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I'm going to make this argument, and I will die on this hill.
Okay.
As long as I live.
All right.
Whatever you feel about Dune Part 2, that's fine. We're going to live with it. Easy. If you even say to me once that the Fall Guy is better than the Iron Claw, oh, we got problems.
Haven't seen the Fall Guy yet.
I know it's going to be releasing sometime this week.
I think it's out.
Is it out?
I think it's out, yeah.
Either way, fuck off. Fuck all the way off.
Okay.
This is better.
I think it's actually playing at the office.
Is it at? Oh, yeah, that's right. Fall Guy is at the office, not Iron Claw. Although that's a travesty as well.
Yeah.
We're going to rectify that. Actually, we may have to rectify that during our 500th episode.
So you're saying we do something like we record the episode of Broovies and then nobody shows up, but if we show the Iron Claw on the big screen, maybe they'll show up for that?
Damn right.
Okay.
I mean, genius. I know.
It sounds like it could work.
Yeah.
It sounds just crazy enough to work. But
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Well, we only got 7 episodes left to figure this shit out.
Yeah. So, do you think the office would be receptive to that?
Two things I would say to that subject. One, it's our office number, and 2, fuck off. I don't care what else is playing. Oh, you got Fall Guy. That's wonderful. Fuck off. This is the show.
I don't know if Fall Guy will still be playing by then.
Well, yeah. I mean, they cycle through movies pretty quick here.
Yeah, so anyway, watch the Iron Claw beginning Friday on Max.
That is our watch harder, ladies and gentlemen.
And also another movie that I saw last year, starring Anne Hathaway. It was an indie flick called Eileen. It's set in 1964 Massachusetts, and it's about a strange young woman who works at a prison facility.
Oh, okay.
And so they have a new counselor coming on board, and she's played by Anne Hathaway. Very glamorous, very mysterious, and they strike up a friendship, and then it's revealed Anne Hathaway's character has a dark secret, and then it turns into a very weird thriller.
And that's great.
Yeah, and Anne Hathaway, as always, is fucking fantastic.
Yep. Anne Hathaway can do no wrong.
Nope.
Do not disparage St. Anne Hathaway, ladies and gentlemen.
Saturday Night Live, hosted by Maya Rudolph.
Okay, yeah, I know you're jonesing for this.
And also musical guest Vampire Weekend.
Ooh.
So this is a very early 2000s vibe here.
Yeah. Compared to Dua Lipa doing double duty last week.
She was good.
She was fucking awesome.
Yeah, she did great.
Oh, my favorite was the monologue. She's like, I can put positive on anything. Yes, what's your name here? Hi, I'm Christy Noam. And we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're done here.
What was the name of that shitty comic that hosted that we've already forgotten about? Shane Gillis?
Sure. That's the one.
Was that him?
Yeah, might as well
My
be.
God. Dua Lipa made it look easy.
Well, yeah.
All that guy did is flop, sweat, and say, I can't do my comedy on TV. Why are you here?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Hey, I could do that comedy, and guess what?
I'm still annoyed by that episode.
So basically what you're saying is, I need to be on Saturday Night Live. I need to show them how it's done.
I guess I unconsciously said that, yes.
Yes, you did.
I guess I implied that heavily.
Once again, the answer is TV 10 Podcast, and the second answer is Milagro? Mine as well.
Okay, we're calling you up.
All right, fine. You know my price, Lauren. So.
Also, the aforementioned Nikki Glazer, Someday You'll Die stand-up special on HBO and Max, dropping Saturday.
That's on Max, you said?
Also, yeah, HBO and Max.
Okay.
It's one of those kind of things, and I would recommend going back and watching her Good Clean Filth from 2022. Also a very funny stand-up.
Yeah.
And wrapping up on Sunday with a second season of Interview with the Vampire on AMC and AMC Plus.
Oh, yeah, that's beginning again.
Did you remember this a thing?
It is. I know that for a fact, and I actually have access to AMC now.
Really?
I sling it.
Slinging.
I'm slanging.
All right.
Wait, is that a thing? Slinging?
Sure, yeah.
All right, let's see.
You could be part of the new Sling ad campaign.
Okay.
There's another thing you can sign us up for.
All right, fine. I'll see what they say. And
we're podcasters, and we recommend Sling because they give us money.
Yeah, that could be our tagline right there.
Yeah.
So
we're podcasters. Give us money.
Yeah, we're podcasters. We watch Sling because it's affordable. Now give us money.
Yeah.
I think I see a tagline here.
I think it all works out.
All right. I'll pitch that to the people at Sling and just say, hey, The answer is TV10 Podcast. We'll help you out.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. All right. And I was trying to find any kind of nenews at all here.
You're just
to impart.
You're
here.
Scraping the barrel.
Well, tonight I'd forgotten about this.
What?
There is a roast of Tom Brady.
Oh. Okay.
Hosted by Jeff Ross. I don't know.
What?
I just ran across this.
Wait, is it on Comedy Central?
No, it's not.
What?
Comedy Central doesn't do comedy anymore.
Well, that goes without saying because I'm not on it.
I think it's on Netflix. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not going to be bitter about this. I'm not going to be bitter. I'm not going to be bitter about the fact that once again, my genius, your genius, our geniuses, Geni are being once again disparaged by Hollywood elite because they think we can't deliver the funny against a football player. I mean, come on. The jokes will sail across his head after a couple of concussions. It's like hitting a piñata at this point.
There you go.
See? This is the genius you could expect from us. But no, we're pricing us out of the Hollywood elite here. We're not asking much, just $750,000 per person. I mean, what? Okay, I'm sorry. That means the genius juice just kicked into another level. So.
Yeah, it's working well.
Yes, it is.
And unlike the last few weeks, I have no Bill's Movie Corner because it's been a busy weekend and I have seen no new movies.
But I have seen some shows.
What have you seen?
I did a little binge of the Dead Boys Detective Agency.
How did you like that?
Oh, my God. That is just the best thing I have ever seen.
Does it live up to the Doom Patrol legacy?
It's not quite, we don't give a fuck, but it's right on the precipice.
Okay.
It's right there. But the nice thing is, because this is part of the, this ties in with The Sandman, also on Netflix. And so you see certain characters make some cameos in the show, like Death.
Okay.
So yeah, Death makes her appearance, and yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if certain other things from Vertigo that used to do the Sandman start making their way into the show. So I would love to see that. Also, once again, the answer is TV10 Podcast. We don't have to be podcasters. We could just be radio DJs. So
sure, yeah. You didn't watch Unfrosted, did you?
Not yet.
Okay, I've read nothing but terrible things about it.
I've only heard...
But I can't believe it can be that bad with all those funny people in it.
So, I've heard good things, I've heard bad things.
Okay.
And the only thing that really drew me in, and again, circling back to Saturday Night Live, during Weekend Update, a certain... Jerry Seinfeld appeared.
Yeah.
Too much press person.
You were on the Rich Eisen show? I don't know what that show is.
I didn't realize he did sports. I realize that now.
Hello, Univision.
Who am I talking to? PP, Papa, Popo. So that was entertaining right there.
And it reminded me of a 30 Rock episode that had where they introduced Seinfeld Vision, where you could pop Jerry Seinfeld into any episode of any show on NBC. It was a Jack Donaghy invention.
Oh, my God. I forgot about that. And it doesn't rank up there with Al Gore going, wait a minute, a whale is needing my assistance. But it came pretty damn close to it.
Okay. I may have to check out this show just to see how wrong or right everyone is about it.
I'll watch it as well. But first things first, I got to get through Hacks, and which I did see the 2 episodes. Pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
That was also my other thing I watched. Fucking amazing. But yeah. I think I want to catch up on everything, but too many shows.
Oh, yeah.
There are too many shows.
All right, but there's also wrestling, so you know what that means.
In other words, you better hit my music.
It's sports with Tommy Milagro. Go team.
From the sports desk of the TV10 Podcast, we deliver to you only the sport of professional wrestling, French edition. Mais oui. So, Madame and Monsieur, as we were talking live on air last Saturday, it was the pay-per-view / premiere event of WWE's Backlash being held in Lyon, France. And that is
do they like the wrestles in France?
Oh, fuck me. I have never seen a crowd quite like the French.
Okay.
So basically, and you will see my recap about this at slamwrestling.net. I mean, you know I write for them, right?
I've heard.
And it's not just because I have an MBA. And yeah, I already know you chugged that down a bit. So, but yeah, so basically the opening and the closing match were the best parts of it. Kevin Owens and Randy Orton went up against Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga, and it turned into a street fight where they brawled into the Lyon crowd, and you have not lived until you have seen a whole bunch of Frenchmen and women chant, "Get the tables," and "This is awesome." Right. They also chanted some other things like when it came to near falls, it was un, deux, oh, non, supplémentaire deux. So, supplémentaire deux. Right. So, plus they also, and this is one of the other things, at the main event, it was the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, facing off against AJ Styles for the WWE Undisputed title. And anytime Styles had an offensive move, because he's referred to as the phenomenal one, right? Mm-hmm. The entire Lyon crowd went full-blown soccer / Ted Lasso / Wrexham, and they would chant this. They and I might butcher this a little bit. I apologize, but in France, they would chant, "Les fromages, les fromages, les fromages phénoménal, la 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 la, la 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 la," which means he's truly phenomenal, la 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 la. La, la, la. They did that every single time.
Very catchy.
Yeah. Now, one of my editors was a little bit annoyed by this, and I'm going, this is just, this is soccer hooliganism at its finest. Why?
Yeah.
This is great.
What's your problem?
Well, I think he's used to New Japan going, oh. That's my theory, anyway. Apologies, John, but we may have to have that conversation. But the important thing is, those two matches that I talked about were phenomenal, especially the beginning match with Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga, because Tonga Loa, that's Tama Tonga's brother from New Japan Wrestling, made his debut. And he made sure that Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga got the win. So we're now seeing another member of the new bloodline. And so we're talking about a new faction being formed.
Okay.
So my favorite part, because now Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa were referred to as a tag team, the Gorillas of Destiny. And then on commentary, you would hear Michael Cole and Corey Graves going, "This is guerrilla warfare," with Graves going, "Yeah, Destiny has made this happen." Cute word choices, the boys. So, yeah. And those were the great matches. Everything else, meh. So, but the only thing that was entertaining was the French crowd just getting full on into it.
Okay.
So, but as we move on from Backlash, we got to move on to, wrestlers that are being future endeavored. As we are talking live on air, the following people have been dropped from WWE. One of the big names are Drew Gulak and Gable Stevenson. Now, the first one, Gulak, he's been in a bit of hot water because apparently he he kind of got on Ronda Rousey's bad side by tugging at her sweatpants drawstring. So, number one, why? And secondly, huh? And yeah, so amazingly, he's dropped. Go figure. Now, Gable Stevenson, he was an amateur wrestling prospect, and only good things have been heaped upon his name, but only wrestled, like, if you count, like, all the fingers on my hand here, Mr. Frost, this is how many times he was involved. So, yeah, never lived up to potential, so we'll have to see what happens there. Also, in other WWE news, legal anyway, John Laurinaitis reverses strategy and falls in line with Vince McMahon. Never a good thing to hear that. Now this was reported at slamwrestling.net on May 2nd. I didn't write this, even though I have an MBA. Just saying. True. But it says here, quote, in a statement released today to Slam Wrestling, the attorneys for John Laurinaitis are now also demanding that the Janelle Grant lawsuit move to a private arbitration. And it goes on to say, quote, defendant John Laurinaitis, by and through his undersigned attorneys, respectfully moves his court for an order compelling arbitration of the matter. This is filed by Edward Brennan, Laurinaitis' attorney. And this is the only reason why this is noteworthy because, Vince McMahon is in a little bit of hot water on account of he did some naughty things with Janelle Grant, and he kind of shared her around certain people, John Laurinaitis, for example, and Laurinaitis is going, well, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, yeah, he's pulling a Rudy Giuliani. Ew. Yeah, exactly. That's the response you should really be hoping for. And then I guess one other story I am going to pull out here on that same note here. WWE's COO was also named in the Janelle Grant lawsuit, quits WWE. So that is Brad Blum, formerly the chief operating officer of WWE, tendered his resignation as of May 1st. And he was responsible for, among other things, reporting to Nick Khan and had currently oversaw corporate strategy, marketing, corporate communication, creative services, IT and technology, insights and analytics, real estate and facilities, and corporate travel. But yeah, he was originally one of the previously unnamed individuals within the January 2024 complaint by Janelle Grant against the WWE, Vince McMahon, and John Laurinaitis. He was listed as corporate officer number 1 in the lawsuit. Well, his name is now pretty much on board there, and yeah, he decided it's time to part ways here at this point.
Oh.
Can you believe that?
Nope.
I mean, who would think a corporate officer caught of some hanky-panky wanting to quit at this point? Who knew? But, of course, we have to be fair and fair and balanced. Is that a thing anymore?
In pretend land it is.
That's what I'm looking for. So basically what we're saying, ew and yuck, and we'll just have to see where everything else happens in WWE land because it's sports.
It's sports. So Tommy Milagro, go team.
One of the best things I saw in wrestling over the weekend was a hardcore match between Sky Blue and Willow Nightingale.
Yes.
On AEW. I can't remember which one it was.
That was a couple of weeks ago.
No, it was just this weekend.
That must have been Collision that you saw that.
Maybe. I don't know. It seemed like all the AEW schedule got fuckered up because of the NBA. So I'm not sure which one of them I was watching.
It's either Rampage or Collision.
I might guess Rampage.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Or Dynamite.
Yeah,
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
There's just too many AEW shows.
There's too many wrestlings. Too many wrestlings.
And would you believe they have renewed Night Court for a third season?
The hell you say? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So why and
it was one of the few NBC news shows that is doing well. It's also one of the very few comedies on NBC at the moment. They have if you can think of Lopez versus Lopez as a comedy, they have that. They have Extended Family with John Cryer, which also kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And they got. That's about it, really, at the moment.
Once again, the answer is TV Tam Podcast. So NBC, we're happy to help out.
NBC is all about, of course, as always, law and order shows, and also they're all about these Chicago shows, and they're all about The Voice.
Ew.
So anything else, anything they can slip in between all of that, they'll do it.
Okay. So again, we should offer our services. We're available. We're cheap by their standards.
And they're moving my favorite Law and Order, Organized Crime. They're taking it off NBC and putting it on Peacock.
Right. So, number one, flock to the cock. But going back to Night Court for a minute, yes, it's renewed for a third season. Is it on NBC proper?
Yes, it is.
Okay, just making certain on that part. Yes, it is. All right. So,
as is, for some reason, Lopez versus Lopez.
Okay.
Which is probably the worst thing Lopez has ever done.
And that's saying a lot, man.
I mean, that one he did, he was basically doing the Curb Your Enthusiasm thing. He had a show. I think it was just called Lopez. That one was funny.
Yeah. And I know I have to support the brown people.
And way back in the day, there was the George Lopez show, which also
that was good.
That was a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, Lopez versus Lopez, nope.
Again, I know I should be supporting. I should be. But I got taste. So, again, is the
terrible.
answer TV Tam Podcast?
Maybe not in this case.
Are you sure?
Maybe.
We could offer our services.
Yeah.
I mean, we could pull a hacks on here and say, hey, George, we could get something. Oh, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you saying here? You think I'm not funny? Huh? Why are you crying, cabron? Why?
You're an old Carlos Mencia.
No. Well, thank goodness. Thank goodness.
All right. Let's wrap it here and tell the people what they should be watching harder.
Oh, okay. We already talked about it. Dead Boys Detective Agency.
Yep.
That is
on Netflix.
That is your watch harder, followed by Hacks. That is also
on Max. Yeah.
And also on Max, The Sympathizer. I keep forgetting to mention this, but man.
Robert Downey Jr. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're
not going to get it right.
Yeah, that guy. Man, and I got to tell you, RDJ acting his ass off. Like he's going full Tropic Thunder at some points. He's not, and again, not going full retard, but just half retard.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say Apple TV Plus, Palm Royale, I believe the finale is this week. That's a show you should catch up on if you haven't watched it. Kristen Wiig. Also, Loot with Maya Rudolph, extremely funny. And also the new season of The Big Door Prize, starring that guy from Bridesmaids, Chris O'Donnell.
Wait, Chris O'Donnell?
Yeah.
You mean Chris O'Dowd?
Chris O'Dowd.
Wow.
Chris O'Donnell is
the unfunny, untalented person on NCIS Los Angeles.
Don't forget he was Robin.
I was trying to, and then you brought it up. Thank you.
Batman and Robin, the most underrated Batman movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're really going to die on that hill.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Chris O'Dowd, Chris O'Donnell.
There is so much difference between the two of them. How do I even begin to explain this to you?
Also, the new season of Welcome to Wrexham is off to a great start.
Yes.
Oh, God, 2 episodes. What a roller coaster ride. Oh, we're finally arrived at the big time. Oh, we're getting our asses kicked everywhere.
And again, is this making you interested in the football?
It's making me interested in the highlights I'm watching on the show.
Oh, okay.
Getting all the action.
That's all you need.
None of those stretches of hours on end where nothing happens.
Yeah.
Just give me the highlights.
You're not having that Simpsons moment where it's like Andy's holding the ball, and he passes it off, passes, and he's passing the ball again.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Welcome to Wrexham is pretty much the only soccer I'm going to watch.
Okay.
Ever. So there you go.
Never say never, sir.
Oh, really?
Never say never.
Really? You think I'm going to end up at a Real Salt Lake game sometime?
Maybe not that.
Maybe if somebody gave me a ticket, I might go.
What about a Utah?
Or I might sell it.
What about a Utah Royals game? The women's soccer.
I'd check that out.
The women's football.
I would check that out.
Of course we should.
Yeah.
Because we are feminist as fuck.
Yes.
So you got your contacts at City Weekly. You can just say, hey, I'm Bill Frost. Give me some fucking tickets. Why can't you do that?
I don't know if they'd have any. I think I'd have better luck at the morning zoo.
That's true.
Yeah.
So throw that weight around. Hey, I'm Bill Frost. Give me tickets.
Yeah, all other shows, the new season of Chucky ended pretty well. I was skeptical when this season started last year. Mm-hmm. Chucky goes to the White House.
Yeah.
But turned out pretty well. Quite liking it.
Again, I have a premise for the next season that I'm pitching out to Hollywood. Take them to Congress. That's it. That's all you get. That's all you get. Whatever you come up with is not going to be better than anything we come up with. Just let us do the work for a small price. How much should I ask them to charge for us? Like
I think you know.
You're right.
I think you got a good ballpark by now.
So basically $1.5 million.
Yeah.
All right.
And
is that too much?
That's as reasonable as anything we've tossed out.
Okay, perfect. All right. And then we could just kind of negotiate from there. Brilliant.
Yeah.
All right.
And also, I had it here. Oh, the secret of Skinwalker Ranch continues to be stupid.
Why are you watching this? Why are you doing this to yourself?
I'm in now.
I understand Merlot, but
I'm in now. I got to finish.
Okay. All right, then. So I guess we got to deal with that here. Oh, there is one other thing people should be watching that's going to be coming up soon. So on May 14th, in addition to what you could watch on the CW app, that's NWA Power, Billy Corgan's reality show. I'm not joking, man.
What is it called?
Welcome to Carneyland.
Huh?
So basically, it's going to chronicle Corgan dealing with stuff with Smashing Pumpkins and the National Wrestling Alliance.
Oh, yeah.
Leading up to his marriage.
Yeah, you know that whole we're going to hire a new guitar player over the internet thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They didn't pick me.
I don't know why.
Well, I didn't apply because I can't imagine working with Billy Corgan. I just, no.
Look, if you had said something to me, I'm sure I could have get something planted in his ear. I could have been that person.
They picked some female social media influencer guitar player.
Yeah.
Who is very good.
Okay.
But might be too good for the Smashing Pumpkins.
So what you're saying is you're a little intimidated by her?
Oh, God, she is...
Okay, I see the fear.
Technically amazing.
I am seeing the fear in your eyes, man.
But I think she might be too good for Smashing Pumpkins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
She's far overqualified.
Okay. We'll see what happens then, I guess.
But who knows anymore, but maybe she'll make it into this reality show.
Yeah. I think it. This happened.
I think it's already been taped.
Yeah, I know for a fact it was already taped.
Okay,
it's going to culminate with the.
So this premieres on the 14th on the CW app. I'm probably going to have to watch this,
and
I'm mildly interested in this.
I would love to cover it, but I already cover NWA on that same day, so that's a Tuesday. I might have to employ Merlot in this. So.
Yeah, that sounds like a job for Merlot.
Yeah. So once again, the answer is Merlot, and So
I think that's the name of her latest podcast.
This is mostly
the answer is Merlot. She'll do one episode a year.
Yeah, and let's face it, and this is mostly a warning to my editors. Hey, there's only one person to cover a reality show properly. That's Merlot.
Mm-hmm.
You know this.
All right, I think we've recommended everything we can recommend. Let's get out of here. We want to thank our sponsors.
That would be Bohemian Brewery, as we're enjoying a cerveza on a Cinco de Mayo on this warm Monday.
Not at all.
No. Yeah, and again, fucking climate.
There is literally snow on the ground right now.
We're not joking. We are fucking not joking. We just got through snow in May.
Yep.
Okay. The point is that, we got beer to get through climate change. Excuse me. What's the buzzword the climate deniers use?
The climate hoax.
Yeah, that's it. We got beer to deal with the climate hoax, ladies and gentlemen. But guess what? If you want to deal with other climate hoaxes that are real, may we recommend our other fine sponsors, Sugar House Distillery. They also do some great bourbons. They do some rums. Oh, and they do cans as well.
Do. Yeah.
Plus vodka.
Should summer ever arrive, you might need some of those.
Yeah, we should probably stock up on that.
Yeah, in a couple weeks, it's going to be like 114.
I wish you were joking. I really wish you were.
Yeah.
Okay. But also, you should try some Outlaw Distillery as well. They've got some bourbons and rums and, vodka. Mm-hmm. The tasty vodka. And we also got Ogden's Own Distillery. They do the 5 Wives, the 5 Husbands vodka. Oh, guess what? Pride Day is around the corner, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you may want to also complement that with a Madame Patterini gin. You should also complement that with some Porter's Fire, because Fireball is for amateurs. Tell me when I'm telling lies. And you can also have some of the Underground. Oh, and guess what? They have cans as well. Mr. Frost is a a fiend for the lemonade, the Huckleberry lemonade in a can.
Yes.
And of course, all these places you could just find at your local liquor store, or if you want to go to Boustique, they got some glasses and some stuff to mix things up, and you could have some non-alcoholic beverages. We won't judge much. But they have that place there in downtown Salt Lake. Our good friend Ivy stockpiles that stuff so that you have a reason to drink responsibly in front of your friends, family, and your bishop. So what we're saying is, rock up to those places. Tell them TV10 Podcast sent you. Yes, you can even do that with a TV10 Podcast t-shirt. We still have those.
Still got them, yeah.
Yeah, so which reminds me, when we get to 500 episodes, it is going to be a must-go sale. Everything must go. So you can get your shirt right now.
We'll have a t-shirt gun.
Do we have that?
We can get one.
Is it in our budget?
I don't know. Maybe you can rent one at Home Depot.
Okay. That sounds about right.
You can rent anything else there.
I wouldn't doubt that at this point. But either way, for the low price of $10, you could get a TV10 Podcast t-shirt. Just put in TV10podcast@gmail.com. The subject line, T-shirt me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put your name, your address, your shirt size. And if you do PayPal or Venmo, or if you see us in the wild, we'll take cash. We will take cash. And I can hear you right now. Do you take crypto? No. Just get that out of your head.
You don't hear that.
I do hear that.
Huh.
But
might want to get that checked out.
I don't know what you're talking about. I hear voices all the time.
Oh, that's totally different then.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah, that's a normal thing.
All right, cool. We've taken care of all business. So on that note, good night, America.
And yes, you jiggle that handle because... Oh, wait, is that the new episode of The Boys trailer? Yeah, watch that. Now flush.
got into an Uber the other day. I rolled up with like a bunch of suitcases, and the Uber driver just popped the trunk and sat in the front seat. I was like, is this the first sign of menopause? What's happening right now?